Welcome to day 12 of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm kind of sad that today is our last day, but I still have projects on my blog every day. But this was really fun. This 12 days of Christmas was lots of fun. So anyway, I'm going to show you really quick how to make this really cute. I actually think this is really cute. Candy treat. And so let's get started because it's going to take us a bit to do it. So the first thing that you're going to need is some of the scallop and stitch circles. And I cut a green and a red scallop circle and just one white circle. Here they are. And I inked mine. I used Old Olive Stampin' Up! Ink for the green, and I get a lot of questions about how I ink, and to be really honest, this is it. I don't do anything. I don't have any sort of fabulous technique. I just add the ink to it and keep adding it until I'm happy. And I use little makeup sponges. Everybody, I know a lot of people have fancy ink daubers, and no, I use these little white makeup sponges from the dollar store, and when it starts getting goopy, I throw it away. So, and then the other color I'm going to use is Riding Hood Red, and this paper I found at Michael's. This is the newest Can Company paper pack, and I love this little diamond. It has a diamond pattern on it, and it's red, and the green one matches. And I've been having fun with this. I might have to go get another pack of it just for this paper, because I've used my 2 sheets almost up. So, okay, so I inked both of those. The top part, I'm just going to do this really quickly. The top part up here, this part, is actually the large label die and the brand new stitched extra large label die. It fits inside, and it has a stitched line on it. I love that she did this inset die for that. So that's what that is. So I already cut one. I already cut both of them out. One is in the red and one is in, I cut one in white. And I'm going to really quickly ink this up as well. Like that. Okay, and then the next thing that I did was I stamped the white circle. So I used the sets that I used were this set called the All Around Goodies set, and I used the Secret Santa stamp. And then on the All Around Christmas set, this is last year's set, I used the little Santa jacket stamp. So I'm going to do those really quick, stamp those really quick. And I get lots of questions about how I stamp my circle so perfectly. And to tell you the truth, I usually cut 4 or 5 out, and I stamp 2 or 3, and then I pick the best one. But what I found is, if you ink up your stamp really good, and then you actually stand over your stamp and look down, the stamp lines up with the circle perfectly. So if you can get your stamp lined up perfectly with your die cut, you should be able to stamp perfectly. But you have to stand directly over it and look down. So I'm going to do that really quickly. So I'm probably going to be off camera here for a minute, but okay, so there's that. I stamped that. And then the same thing kind of with the Santa. His little jacket's going to fit in the middle of this. But again, I want my Secret Santa, when I look at it, I want it to say Secret Santa right at the top. And I want the Santa jacket to line up with that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stand over it, look down, and when I'm happy, I'll press, and then it has my So the next thing I did was color the little Santa suit in. And I used these Glazé pens. I really like these. I usually use these when I do my Peachy Keen faces. I use the red a lot and the orange. I use most of them. And then I'm just going to quickly kind of color him in. And you don't have, I mean, you can use any kind of pen if you have Copics or even colored pencils. I have some of those too, but I like the look of these Glazé pens. They kind of give it a shiny, it looks shiny when it dries, and I like that. And then I used stickles on the puffy part of his coat, the white puffy part of his coat, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of the video because I'll probably smear it before it gets dry. But I used the diamond colored stickles, okay? And then the next thing that I did was I glued them all together, and just like that. And then I took my peppermint patties, and I was so excited because I normally get these peppermint patties, Pearson's mint patties. I get them at the dollar store, and what I like about these is that they're individually wrapped. The other ones are individually wrapped too, but they're individually wrapped in kind of like an envelope. But these are nice because they're actually wrapped and you can see the shape of the patty. Well, I've been getting these at the dollar store, but I saw yesterday that Walmart has a huge bag of them in the candy aisle for, I think they're $2.89, and you get, it's a much better deal than getting them at the dollar store. So I didn't grab a bag, but I had just bought some at the dollar store, but next time I'm going to get them there. So then all you do is you take the red and you're going to stick it on like that, and I use glue dot to do that. Okay, and then you're just going to center it on there and stick it on there, and then you're going to do the same with this piece. You're going to put 2 glue dots on the back, and I smeared my coat. That's the one thing about the Glazé pens. You have to let those dry too, and I just kind of smeared them, but it's alright, it's just for the video. Okay, so there's our peppermint, and these are really easy to make. These would be really easy for kids to make.